It's so quiet. El silencio es oro. No.
Okay, good afternoon or good evening, everybody. This is Lady, and welcome to another educational video. In this video, we are going to learn about all the documents that you need to submit your taxes. So there are some people, some providers that they do on their own. There are some providers who have a tax preparer. So it doesn't matter where you are. The most important, you are going to get a list about all the documents that you need to get ready for the 2022 income tax. So here is Rudy. Yeah, here is Rudy, and Rudy is gonna be the person who is gonna be talking to you. He loves math. I hate math, but he's the right person for you guys to listen. So I'm gonna be passing the microphone to him.
Let's bring the screen up so that we can.
Just remove really quick this. And then,
welcome everybody.
I forgot that at the end of his presentation, he's gonna be able to answer questions on YouTube in the chat, and also you can raise your hand to ask your questions. And the question can be in Spanish or English, gonna depend on your language. Let me just speaker, okay. And if you guys can put yourself in mute, so there is no interruptions. And now you're gonna be sharing your screen. Okay, so we are.
Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Okay, now. So this is English one. Okay.
Okay, my name is Rudolph Bernasconi, and I'm bringing you a very important theme here. I'm a tax preparer here in Palmdale, California, and I specialize in home childcare. And I'm talking into there, sorry. I wanted to let you guys know that it's my pleasure to be able, to do these home childcare taxes, because it's very hard to find anyone that even has done it halfway right, much less completely right. And there was only a couple of people that, that I trusted, and both of which have retired. So it kind of like left a lot of people with anywheres to go. Anyways, I took it on to learn everything over the past, I would say like 10 years about doing tax returns, and primarily, about the home daycares. So I'm here to serve you. I'm bonded, I'm insured for California. And anyways, let's go on here. There's some very common documents that, because nowadays we're doing everything, from a distance, and we need to have like certain documents, that need to come in with your tax returns. And we'll start out with, we need the basics, preferably in worksheets that I can provide to you if you decide to have me do your taxes. But we will need to know like your business income, expenses, time space calculation, meal counting, and your work hours. So we can come up with the proper calculations to do your taxes right. Another thing that's kind of over and above, and it's primarily because we're remote, is I need a picture of your driver's license, just the face of yours, your husband, or adults. I would need like the birth dates of your children. I would also need, like your mortgage statement from December. That's going to show me like how much mortgage interest you paid, and, insurance and other MIP. I also asked for the property tax bill, which is important in calculating the depreciation of your property, which is based on the structure, not on the land. So, again, a lot of people say, oh, my house is like $500,000. Well, it's $200,000 land, $300,000 for the structure. So you're looking at the $300,000. So again, it's very important to get that property tax statement. I need all the 1099s, whether it's 1099G, NEC, MISC, missing, or lost and found. We need all the 1099s, please. W-2s, if one of you work, a husband, wife, or maybe you're a caregiver for a loved one, and you get a W-2. So you pay taxes out of there, and we need to get all of that back. So the 1095 forms, covered California, got to have those forms in and complete. I need to know, like if you received any recovery rebates, which you can get on irs.gov. You might have to log in there, but at the same time that you do log in, and I suggest that everybody should go in and look in there, because it will show you all your tax returns, and not necessarily the way you expect to see it, but it gives you all the necessary numbers so you can compare and see what's going on. But you can look for a recovery rebate or a child tax credit that you may have received but didn't know you received. But it's important to take a peek in there and learn about, what information is being held, and like it will even tell you if a tax return is missing. Everything's there. Another thing that I've seen a couple of times already is some tax preparers have told my clients, you cannot deduct your car. And even though they told them it's being used for the childcare, they said no. Well, sadly to say, for those people, those tax preparers, they're not doing it right. If you're using your car in your home business, your home childcare business, you're allowed to deduct it as any other business expense, whether it be your miles or actual expenses. Those are the kind of things that get determined, when the time comes. But yes, you can deduct your car. If you're incorporated, I need to get your articles of incorporation so I can get the Secretary of the State information, and also get that payment sent out, that $800, which is really important. Next.
You might have to translate this.
Uh-oh. I have to translate. I feel sorry for you. No, just kidding. Tip number 1, always choose a day whether once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. But pick a day to sort out your stuff, your receipts, and just kind of, get things in their place, so that when it does come time to do your taxes, you're not digging through shoe boxes and things, like trying to find your receipts, and and then the thing that's important is that in this day and age, you don't want to miss a deduction, because if you paid for it with a credit card, A, B, C, D, or bank account, 1, 2, 3, it's really difficult sometimes to keep track of how something got paid, and you'll forget. It happens. So when you forget, you realize, oh my God, I just lost a good deduction. The next one is take time, dedicate some time to do your documentation. What? Tiempo dedicado a trabajar sin niños de la guardería.
When children are not present, we have to always make a note, and those are working hours without the children.
So tip number 2 has to do with documenting your working hours. In other words, that has to do with your time space. And You know, like if you're open, let's say your first child shows up at 7, your last child leaves at 7 p.m. You know, you've got, 12 hours there. You just spent 2 hours before the class, which, to prepare for the curriculum for the kids for the day or a meal. And then at the end of the day, you're cleaning up, washing, mopping, and then you get the food program, and then you get the, whatever you're going to do for the next day. And it's like everything can stack up. So by making a note in, like, my wife has this great little workbook, and you can just put in there, make a little note. Hey, I was doing paperwork, invoicing clients, filling out CCRC sheets, until 11 o'clock at night. So, that time needs to be captured.
Give one example.
So, and down in here, can't click on it, right?
No.
Down in here is like basically like a calendar. So you can keep a calendar just for your time space. I mean, for your time. And then the next tip is tip number 3, food counting. The meal count is really, really important this year. They raised the rates. Lunch and dinner is $3.04. Breakfast is $1.66. The snacks are 97 cents each. So like we've told in so many videos, hey, keep track of these meals. I mean, just the food program, if you miss a day, you could be missing God knows how many deductions unless you keep your own list. Remember, your list doesn't end at midnight. You make your list, and you can count your meals even on even if it's a Friday. You can still count your meals because you know what kids were there. You can look at your sign-in sheets and know when they came and they left, and you know what they ate. Or you just need to remember which kids were there. And don't count on the food program to keep track of your meal count as a deduction. It's 2 separate things. We made a whole video on it, and it's really important. It's good. It's a great deduction. I mean, even I've seen some small daycares that get at least 7,000 or 8,000 as a deduction. So, and the food program only paid them, 3. So keep it in mind. You're going to lose that deduction if you don't keep track of it. I think that covers the most of it. You can contact me. You have questions that I don't answer here. You can email me at rudy@rudy1040.com. You can send me a text, but right now I'm getting a little bit slower on texting. So I would prefer an email at this point. I'm focusing on, everyone's tax return, and I try to dedicate quality time to each one. I don't try to just, bang them out. So I spend my time, I make sure they're right, before I turn them in. So now we're at questions and answers. A ver, pregunta número 1.
So now, whoever has a question, if you guys speak Spanish or English, feel free to raise your hand, or you can also write in the chat. Rudy's gonna be answering one by one, and also we have questions from YouTube. So I am going to start. One of the questions that I do have here is from Maria. When is gonna be the last day that you're gonna be taking more clients? Well, until when they have time to call you?
I will take clients until the last day, and even after, because if you need to file an extension because you can't get it done in time, I can file the extension for you. You let me know what you need, and we'll make it work. So you let me know.
Okay, so si alguien tiene alguna pregunta en español, ahorita es el tiempo que lo pueden hacer. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta? Nuestro grupo de español estaba muy lleno. So our previous group was really full and with a lot of
A
questions.
lot of questions.
And that's the reason why today his day off. So girls, please take advantage because he won't be here all day and every single day. I wish sometimes providers they call me with questions and I don't have the right answer because that's not my field. So si ustedes tienen alguna pregunta, este es el momento indicado para hacerlo. Tal vez para ustedes sea una pregunta mínima, pero tal vez para otras personas sea valiosa. Hay muchas personas que van a estar viendo este video, ya que está en público en YouTube, así que cualquier pregunta, lo más simple que sea, tal vez para alguien va a ser algo de ventaja. Así que pregunten. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta?
I can give one little piece of information while we're still here.
Can we have your Erika Flores? Hi,
Okay.
Erika. Let me. Can you write your information here so we can bring that? Yeah, let me check on YouTube to see if there's other questions. And I'm gonna be checking also on Facebook because I shared the video on Facebook. Let's see. Ok, tenemos una pregunta. Yo cuando termines. Estoy a punto de comprar, también otra María Carmen. Estoy a punto de comprar una casa. ¿Cuánto debo ganar? O algo así. No dice todos los detalles. Se llama María Carmen.
¿Cuánto debe ganar?
O sea, está a punto de comprar una casa. Debe mostrar ganancia o pérdida. ¿Cuánto debe ganar para poder comprar una casa?
Nunca vas a comprar una casa con una pérdida. Primero. Esa pregunta es complicada porque no sé cuánto es lo que está buscando comprar la casa. Tienes que hablar con un mortgage broker que normalmente se trae a través de la gente que te está ayudando a comprar. Pero sí te voy a dar una información. Si ellos te dicen que no, si tú vas al banco y te dicen no way, nunca te van a financiar. Lo que se hace es que buscas un independent mortgage broker y de ahí les dices, ¿sabes qué? Yo soy self-employed y estoy buscando a alguien que me haga un bank statement o ese tipo de préstamo. No necesariamente se llama bank statement, pero son préstamos para casa que son para gente que tiene su propio negocio. Y se hace diferente. Te van a pedir mucha información. Pero sí se hace. Sí se puede hacer.
Can you translate that for Erika Flores? Can you translate that in English?
She was in English?
Yeah.
Sorry, Erica. Anyways, everything depends on how much your house is for, that you're looking for.
The question.
And
So if you can say the question and then
just can I have my contact information?
yeah, no. The question about this lady wants to know how much money she needs to make in order for her to buy a house.
So the question was like how much money she needs to make to buy a house. And like I was saying is that it all depends on how much house you intend to get. How much the house is. Yeah. There's too many variables. But I will tell you this. There are loans that you can get by going to a mortgage broker. Even if you were to go to like we have in the past, you go to the bank and they just laugh at you and they're like, are you kidding? We're not going to finance you. Your income's way too low, and I explained to them, look, we have a home business. So, we don't show a lot, but the thing is that they won't understand. They're just, new people and usually not a lot of experience. So you go to a mortgage broker and he's going to either put you into what is something similar to a bank statement loan, but they have whole departments that are like focused on, business. So, they know what to ask for. They usually ask for like years of bank statements, profit and loss, a lot of the statements that you need to know. So, but they'll give you a whole list, and they want every account, not just the ones you want to show, all of them. So it can be done. You might qualify for more than you imagine, but definitely get it done.
Ok, tenemos acá una pregunta de la
Luz.
señora Luz Sainz. Dice, me llegó un estipendio de ayuda a nuevos proveedores. En el momento de hacer los taxes, ¿cómo debo declararlo?
Ingresos de negocio. El estipendio es un pago por trabajo que usted hizo. So, básicamente como un suplemento. Su subsidio le dio una parte y ese es el otro parte del pago. So, es definitivamente ganancia de negocio. That was a big question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to translate it in English. A lot of us received the stipend for like $15,400. That stipend is earned income. That should go on your Schedule C as income. If you'll notice that it came on a 1099 NEC, and that is definitely, it's earned income, and you got to pay your self-employment tax on it. So that's it.
¿Alguien más tiene una pregunta, chicas? Anybody else has a questions? Okay.
I opened my corp account and I was wondering if it is more beneficial for tax return. Erica, too many variables. I don't know. I would have to see your last year's tax return and compare it to this year, and see where you're at, and actually run it both ways and see which one turns out better for you. Generally speaking, I need to know more. So if you want to give me a call, you have my info, or shoot me an email, but I need more information. That's a tough one. Okay. We are done.
¿Alguien más tiene alguna pregunta? So can you write here's Rudy's information. So Erika, if you can email Rudy.
Yeah, shoot me an email.
With more details.
Yeah, I'd like to know what your gross for this year is, and compare it to what last year was, so we can actually run some numbers and see if it was worth it or not. Okay.
Okay. Any last tips?
Yes.
Algunos últimos.
Be honest with your tax preparer. That's the one thing that is a very strong tip. He's on your side. So, and if you don't feel comfortable, you're always welcome to shoot me an email with what you're going to declare, and I'd be happy to go over it with you. So
ahora,
I'm here to help.
La señora Sonia dice, ¿en qué ayuda comprar un carro nuevo? Una buena pregunta. Es algo que nosotros hemos hecho cada año. So buying a new car sometimes can be good. So Rudy's going to explain a little bit more how that helps.
¿El ayuda?
¿Cómo ayuda al comprar un carro en la deducción?
Well, again, estás haciendo una compra para tu negocio. El carro se utiliza para el negocio. So, hay depreciación al valor del carro, que puedes deducir una parte el primer año, hasta la última vez fueron 18,500 del valor del carro. Puedes, dependiendo del tipo de carro, hasta 100%, pero te ayuda a bajar tus ingresos. So, si es que ves que llegas a julio y vas a tener demasiada ganancia, yo recomiendo un carro, reparaciones a su casa, de alguna forma de gastarlo en una forma que lo puedas deducir. So that's what I recommend, and sí vale la pena.
Yeah. Porque, por ejemplo, cuéntale de lo que nosotros hicimos, de lo que compramos la van, cómo nos ha
Okay.
ido eso.
Un ejemplo es compramos una van que es usada, que era la Transit T350, que es de 1 tonelada comercial, pero para pasajeros de los niños. Y son para 15 niños. So, es gigantesco el carro. Pero esos $26,000 que costó el carro, nosotros teníamos demasiado en ingresos ese año. Y pudimos deducir el total de ese carro de nuestros ingresos. Si es que íbamos a ganar 100,000, lo bajamos a 74,000. So fue un gasto al instante. So
Can you translate that for Erika?
So the question was, how does a car help you reduce your income tax? So, and is it worth it? Does it help? And the thing is that a car, it's going to depend on whether it's just a regular vehicle, like, a van, or if it's a commercial vehicle, like, the large vans. So if it's a smaller van, you can deduct, up to $18,000 under a special depreciation. But if it's commercial, you can deduct the whole thing. So if you had like $150,000 of income, and for example, we bought a $26,000 used one. Of course, it was only a year old, and the vans were not as expensive as they are now. But it was $26,000. Our income was like, let's say, $100,500. That brought our income down to $124,000, just like bam. Of course, you can't do it every year, and now it's depreciated. But that 1 year that we would have been hit super hard, it helped. So that's how they help.
So Maxima, welcome to this video.
No.
We are done with the presentation, but right now is more questions and answers. So you are welcome to turn on your microphone so you can ask the question directly to Rudy, or you can write also in the chat. Meanwhile, we are answering Spanish questions that is gonna be will be translated.
Luz Science. Y cuando no tienes bastantes ingresos, no se compra un van carísimo.
So, ¿cuál sería la otra opción de otro carro que también ayudaría a deducir una buena cantidad?
Pues depende de cuánto de ingresos tiene para comprar el carro que está buscando. Eso está en usted. Puedes comprar hasta un Civic, y lo puedes decir, una parte porque lo estás usando para la transportación de los niños. Pero de cuánto depende de lo que pueda invertir, de cuánto puede gastar cada mes. So,
can you translate that?
So the question was, what if your income is really low? How much can you how much cars should I get for the money? And as I explained, it depends on how much your income is and how much you can afford. So if your income is too low, then it's not going to help very much. You're just going to reach zero. So always buy a car that you can afford and you can manage.
Okay, really quick, just if you can do a review of what you talk, that gives the chance to let's see. You can escape. So Rudy's gonna do a little review for Maxima, who just arrived.
I'm going in and out.
Okay. Okay. Just go over really quick because we have time. Okay.
Sorry. So just a quick overview. And make sure that you provide, my name is Rudolph Bernasconi, and just, I'm here to help you. with your taxes, and we're just kind of going over the basic documents that needed for preparing a tax return. Again, this is a business. It's a business tax return. So we need your income, expenses, space calculation of your home, so your time space, meal counting, and working hours, again, for getting that time space. As a preparer myself, I request a picture of your ID. And the reason is that I want to make sure that we are dealing with the person that is on the document. I don't want to have any kind of like weirdness or fraudulent stuff happening. So I make sure that the return that I'm looking at is the person on that ID. And I will see you in a Zoom meeting at some point, and I will know it's you. So I try to keep it legit, at least to prevent any kind of fraud. I'm insured and bonded, but still, I don't want anyone having a problem. I always ask for a mortgage statement, which, can be your escrow statement, however, but it's going to show you, how much mortgage interest you paid, insurance that was paid out of there, which is important. It's actually, partially deductible. Property tax bill. And the reason why I ask for property tax is because your home is depreciable. So daycares are the only business that you're able to take a depreciation. And remember, it's only on the structure. It's not on the land. Make sure you provide all the 1099s, W-2s, to show your income. Doesn't matter where it's from. Even if it's crypto, whatever, I need the 1098s. The 1095s, which is from your health insurance. It's important to provide those. Birth dates for your children to see if they qualify for child tax credits or earned income credit. I always tell all my clients, hey, log into the irs.gov so you can check the status of your account. And it's also going to show you like your if you received any special rebates or child tax credit money, and it's going to have information in there that I might need, especially if you have children. If you bought a car for business use, provide me with a purchase contract. That way I can, take into account the taxes, license, interest, and everything that, I need. And so we can come up with a good way to, to expense the car through your business. If you're incorporated, please provide me with your articles of incorporation so I can get, your business structure. And it helps me understand your business and as far as a corporation, because remember the corporation, if it's a C corporation, it's like a separate entity. That's primarily for that. And if it's an LLC, I really don't need much but the number and the date that you opened it, and so that you can pay your fee. But LLCs are taxed and expense, income, everything is just like if you're a sole proprietor. As far as I can see, there's still no advantage. But if you're a truck driver, which I've seen a few now, then it makes sense. They have their reasons, they have contracts, they have liability that goes with their trucking businesses. And again, that's like a whole separate thing. So that's my overview. And
okay. So
I'm complete. Thank you for your time.
Anybody has any other questions?
A ver. Y cuando no se tiene bases, luz signs.
So señora Máxima, like Máxima Hernandez, Erika Flores, Luz Signs, do you guys have any questions? Señora Sonia Herrera, any questions before Rudy goes home? Bueno, he's at home.
I think we're good.
Oh, sí, sí, estaba texteando para hacer la pregunta. No sé si venga el caso pero siento que ustedes me podrían ayudar. Hace más de 2 meses saqué mi número de seguro de negocio, el EIN, algo
Ajá.
así. Cuando fui a sacar la cuenta abrir una cuenta de banco, resulta que no hacía match el nombre del negocio con lo que no entendí muy bien, pero no me permitieron sacar mi cuenta en el banco porque no hacía match. ¿Qué quiere decir? Que mi negocio se llama Romy's Family Childcare y cuando se estaba haciendo este proceso se puso a mi nombre, Luz Aida. Entonces el banco no aceptó eso, tiene que hacer match con el nombre del negocio. ¿Qué puedo hacer ahí? Ya se ha llamado al IRS para ver si me pueden ayudar en esto, no me dan respuesta, pues ya me dieron un número. Entonces, ¿ahí qué puedo hacer?
Ok. Primero, el EIN que te dio el IRS, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Esa va a ser en tu nombre. Solo una corporación puede tener un nombre separado. So, ahora tienes el EIN con tu nombre, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Ok,
pero
de ahí tienes que ir al condado y ir al county recorder y registrarte tu fictitious business name.
eso ya lo hice.
Ok, luego con el fictitious business name, tú vas al banco y le dices, ok, quiero abrir una cuenta.
Sí, llevaba, o sea, ese proceso lo hice. Lo del fictitious name ya
Ajá.
está. Pero resulta que cuando hice el proceso para sacar el número, puse mi nombre, o sea, mi nombre Luz Aida, y no puse el nombre del negocio, o sea, cometí un error. Entonces, cuando fui a abrir la cuenta en el banco, no me lo aceptó porque tiene que ser con el nombre del negocio, como aparece en el fictitious name. Entonces, ya le mandé allá para ver en qué me pueden resolver y no me dan respuesta ya hace mucho tiempo. Entonces, tengo el número, pero está a mi nombre más no al nombre del negocio y quiero abrir una cuenta en el banco para
Yo, yo, yo le preguntaría al banco que si pueden poner um, tu nombre, Science, ¿cómo se llama?
Romy's Family Childcare, que es el nombre como
No, pero
aparece en
Luz Aide.
Luz Aida, como está en
Ok,
el...
entonces pones Luz Aida, DBA y
Ok,
el nombre del daycare.
ok,
Ya, deben de poder hacerlo así.
sí, porque
Porque yo, honestamente, yo así lo hice.
ok.
Ya. Y lo hice con Banco de América. Y también con Wells Fargo.
Fui con Wells Fargo,
Ya.
pero
Pero a
no me
veces
lo...
Wells Fargo es un poquito. eh.
Ok,
Bank of
entonces
America es un poquito más
flexible.
flexible. Y me han dicho que también que Chase.
Oh, bueno, qué bueno
Ya.
que me das esos tips.
Ya, porque a
Muchísimas
veces,
gracias.
ya, es lo que haría.
Ok,
Ya.
gracias, muy amable.
Ok. En conclusión.
¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta? Anybody has any other questions so we can go?
Yo, buenas tardes. Soy Máxima Hernández.
Hey, Máxima.
Yo acabo de sacar mi número del IRS.
Ajá.
So, ese número lo tengo que registrar en el condado
No.
para mi business account.
No. Lo puedes usar para, recuerda, EIN, Employment ID Number.
Ajá.
¿Ok?
Ese solamente se lo he dado como a una de las mamás para que hagan sus taxes.
Exacto. Sí,
Ajá, porque
en el
yo
W10.
porque yo tengo una cuenta de negocio con el nombre de mi Hernández Family Childcare en el Chase.
Yeah,
¿Tengo que poner mi número o no?
no,
Okay.
no, you leave it alone. Pero el EIN se puede poner cuando les da recibos a la gente, a los clientes.
Ajá, sí,
Ahí le pones el EIN para no dar tu número de seguro social.
el seguro social.
Ya,
Ajá.
y también cuando alguien te pide un W9, también lo puedes poner
Oye.
ahí.
Sí, yo como
Um,
mis parents que yo les tengo que dar yo les hago su recibo del
sí,
año, lo que me pagaron y les pongo ese número para que se usen.
sí,
Pero solamente hasta este año lo hice porque lo acabo de agarrar.
ya, está bien.
Pero
Y,
ahorita lo
y-
que escuché de esta proveedora, dije, oh my God, ¿tengo que registrarlo al condado?
no, es que ella intentó abrir la cuenta con el EIN,
Oh, ajá.
pero no salió el match porque está en su nombre, no el nombre
Oh,
del negocio. Entonces se tiene que
okay.
hacer una conexión que se llama el Doing Business As, so DBA. Y el banco debe de reconocerlo, no sé por qué no le ayudaron. Y no se me
Ay, no.
hace, parece que le tocó a alguien sin experiencia. So,
Más
pero,
bien eso fue.
yeah,
¿Puedes explicar un poquito el ficticio?
pero,
Una pregunta, ¿lo puede volver a repetir? Es que soy un poquito como
no, it's okay.
mala para el inglés, pero
No,
gracias
pues,
si lo vuelve a repetir.
el DBA es un término que se llama Doing Business As.
Okay.
Estás haciendo negocio como este nombre. Pero básicamente estás abriendo la cuenta en tu nombre con ese EIN. ¿Ok?
Ujú.
Ok, gracias.
Luego de ahí tú le agregas al nombre
Okay.
de tu daycare.
En la forma del banco.
So, arriba, como para que salen los cheques, ahí le puedes agregar. So, es como un nombre adicional que le pueden poner ahí.
¿Y dónde haces eso? En el banco.
El banco, todo con el banco. So, Máxima, ¿en qué quedaba? Estaba.
Oh,
ah,
sí, nada más quería yo entender eso, de que no tengo que ir a registrarlo en el condado para que
no,
porque pues ese prácticamente el IRS me lo dio y ese es el que se va a usar
ya.
ya.
Y también recuerda de ponerlo en tu Schedule C, donde declaras tus gastos de negocio.
Ajá,
Cuando
okay,
haces, cuando haces el tax return, ahí hay
ajá,
un lugarcito para el EIN. Porque
okay.
así conectan entre los pagos y tu negocio.
Sí, incluso ahorita estoy mandando, porque yo mando más o menos lo que tengo que pagar, lo mando de enero a abril,
Tu cuarto.
lo estoy mandando y ya pongo el número de que me dio el IRS
Yeah, it's fine.
en el
Y,
cheque que mando.
y ahí los dos, recuerda, están amarrados. Tu número de
Ajá,
seguro
sí.
social y el EIN es casi uno y mismo. Pero,
Okay.
pero es que a veces no quieres estar dando tu número de seguro social a cualquier persona.
Ay, no. Ajá. Sí,
So,
eso no se tiene que dar.
Los de subsidio también lo pueden
yeah,
dar.
the subsidized can también. Lo puedes poner cuando te pagan el W9, lo pones ahí
Ajá.
también. Yeah.
Okay.
No
Pues
te
muchísimas
preocupes.
gracias. Esa era mi pregunta, mi
Gracias
duda,
a
pues.
usted por estar con
Muchas gracias.
nosotros.
Sí,
Bueno,
muchas gracias.
chicas, gracias por estar aquí y ya Rudy apenas tenga un día libre, otra vez le voy a invitar para que nos venga y nos enseñe sobre cómo hacer nuestro tiempo y nuestro espacio y cómo hacer la calculación, porque eso es importante que nosotros sepamos, ya que a través de ese cálculo y ese porcentaje nosotros podemos deducir más. Entonces, el siguiente seminario va a ser de ese tema y espero que ustedes puedan ser parte. La señora Luz también dice, cuando nos llega el estipendio para ayudas de las formas de payment record, ¿dónde?
Oh,
Ok.
bueno, en tu forma de los payment record, que es o la página número 5, donde dice Other Income, ahí puedo agregar ese estipendio que me llegó.
Sí,
Porque, bueno,
nomás escribes estipendio.
ok, porque pues Lady lo tiene por mes. Entonces, bueno, ya como estamos en marzo, entonces ahí lo agrego, porque es de los ingresos,
Ajá.
no sé,
Sí,
ahí lo agrego porque está al final.
Sí, por ejemplo, exacto. Yo, por ejemplo, tengo primero
Sí, en
los
este.
padres, ustedes saben eso, y luego tengo de la comida, otro income, y
Program,
abajito le
sí,
pongo
que está Other Income.
supplemental pay. Esta vez nos dieron 1040, entonces ahí es lo que yo puse. Y
O
si me dan
entonces,
más, pues hay más líneas también que podemos hacer.
sí, hay una línea de más, pero dice Other Income, ahí lo puedo agregar.
Ahí también, sí, claro, usted tiene dos
Yeah, that's
opciones,
fine.
o si no, en la parte
Ok,
donde dice, como está vacía, hay una parte que
sí,
está vacía, ahí también lo puede escribir. Yo siempre
ok,
utilizo lápiz para poder borrar, porque a veces cometo errores, y sí, eso es importantísimo,
Sí.
no podemos obviar ese ingreso
ok,
porque cuenta y no queremos que la IRS luego nos esté tocando la puerta y nos diga,
sí,
hey, ¿qué pasó contigo? No pusiste que recibiste este dinero. Así que no queremos, el IRS es como licenciamiento, pero peor. Entonces no
ok,
podemos
Yeah.
cometer errores, por eso hay que buscar siempre un profesional que nos guíe. Ok,
ok,
chicas,
muchísimas
gracias por
gracias.
estar aquí y nos estamos viendo muy pronto. Apenas sepa el horario de Rudy, les voy a invitar para que también participen. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful to you. And if you guys really, really like it, don't forget to click on, there's like a little heart where you guys can give us a like. You can also subscribe in our channel. So next time that we are live, like this video, you're gonna get a notification, which is gonna tell you that we are online, and that will give you the chance also to participate and be part of our family. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Gracias por estar aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente video.
Hasta la siguiente.